So here we go again. Just like when he called the Ukrainian president to ask for dirt on Joe Biden, Trump makes another perfect call in which he's asking the Georgia Secretary of State to just find him the votes he needs to win the state. Remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. The man is a gangster, although of course not really a very good gangster, since he seems inclined to leave recorded evidence and plenty of witnesses to the crime. Which goes to what I've always said. There is no doubt this guy is a criminal, but there's also no doubt he is dumber than a post. From around the winter solstice until near the end of 2020, transiting Mars was squaring his 12th sign, Saturn-Venus conjunction, so he was frustrated and raging about, but basically getting nowhere. Then, as Mars moved a little forward, it began to trine itself, and by now it is trining his ascendant degrees as well. Now, in a normal person's life, meaning someone who is neither a desperate criminal or a stupid bumbling idiot, this change in aspect would mean smoother energy via a transition from the discord of the square to a few days when one can express oneself in a direct and clear way. It also just feels better, but of course when it comes to Trump, trine energy just means he's even more comfortable expressing shameless criminality with total contempt for any notion of decency or truth. In a way, the chart itself does point to the danger of Mars in transit, even when in harmonious trine, because at his birth, it was square his midheaven, which telegraphs that in all future transits, this planet could do damage to his public image, his midheaven. Still, nearly all sentient beings have more common sense than this guy, and would not be so ready to stab themselves in the heart with Mars trine initiatives that are this profoundly stupid. And then, after the call, he continued with unrestrained Mars expression by tweeting insults at the Georgia Secretary of State. So of course, soon after that, the call was publicly released, and now we all know what was said. I wonder if in this phone call it was preceded with what we often hear when calling a bank or a big organization. This call is being monitored for quality assurance. Well, actually with this dude, more like this call is being monitored for criminal indulgence or criminal something. Anyway, tomorrow he wakes up to the moon in Virgo degrees that will trigger his Neptune square transit, which by the way is going to get worse, much worse, once his rear end is shipped out of the White House, because Neptune will inch forward to a full moon and then sun square. So if you think this trigger is a bummer, wait until springtime and you'll see him in an even bigger pickle, or pickles plural. So expect that from morning until night tomorrow, the media is going to roast him mercilessly, and then as we head into the Georgia runoffs, the moon heads into his infamous T-square, so Tuesday's no good, and Wednesday, the day he's looking for some kind of win from the Senate, the moon will be in late Libra, triggering the Venus-Saturn conjunction, with Mercury near the same cardinal degrees of Capricorn, and Pluto close enough to be a problem as well. I should end by mentioning that the late Aries Mars, because of a trine to his ascendant, has been the final resolution theory of QAnon MAGA astrologers. In their view, Mars was going to swoop in and save their drunk uncle from his fate. Right. I can see how well that's working.